Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the sequential control of three motors. Suppose if an industry, if there are three operations are to be performed one after another with a delay of some time. So then how you can do that operation? Okay, that we are going to discuss. Let us assume that in an industry there are three motors. So one motor is used for pumping the water. So one motor is the main motor, another motor is the auxiliary motor. Whenever you press the start button, oil motor has to run first. Then after 10 seconds, the main motor has to on. Then after 5 seconds, auxiliary motor has to run. This is the operation. Okay, sequentially one after another, the motor has to on. Okay, whenever if you see here the diagram, so whenever I'm pressing a start button, whenever x1 x0 is on, this y0 will be on first, y1 y2 will be in off mode only, y0 will become on and waits for 10 seconds. So after 10 seconds y1 will become on and wait for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds y2 will be on. Now here all the three motors will be running continuously, so until you press the stop button. So this is the sequential operation of three motors. So now how this can be done with the PLC, let us see. So this is the connection diagram of three motors with the PLC. Right here all the three motors are three-phase induction motors. So oil pump motor, main motor and auxiliary motor. All three motors are three-phase induction motor. So now all these three-phase induction motors are starting with DYL starter. Let us assume all three are starting with DYL starter. So in DYL starter, we will use only one contactor, right? So for oil pump, one contactor, for main motor, one contactor, auxiliary motor, one contactor. So total three contactors we are going. So each contactor will be having 4 poles and 1 coil, right? So for the 4 poles to close, this coil has to get the 220 volt supply. Okay, right? So whenever I press the start button, Y0 has to energize first, so that whenever Y0 is on, this three-phase supply will be given. Sorry, 220 volt supply will be given to this coil. So this will energize this coil. Whenever this coil energizes, these 3 poles will close and this oil pump motor will start running. Okay, so now after this you have to write in your PLC program that a waiting time of 10 seconds has to be given. Okay, after 10 seconds Y1 has to be on. So when Y1 is on, this coil gets the 220 volt supply and this contactor, all poles will close and a three-phase supply will be given to the main motor and main motor will start running. Then your timer another timer has to start and wait for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds Y2 should on, and whenever Y2 is on, 220 volts will be given to this coil. So this coil energizes and all the 4 poles will close. So then the auxiliary motor will get the supply and auxiliary motor will start running. Like this, all the 3 motors will start sequentially one after another. And finally, all the 3 motors will be in running mode only until you press the stop button. Okay, whenever you press the stop button, all the 3 motors has to stop. So this is what you have to do with your PLC. Let us see the program. So take a new file here. Take a new file. Here the program sequential control. model number of PLCs is 2. We are going to write the ladder program. Okay, as per our circuit, whenever start button is pressed, X0 will be energized. So now whenever X0 is energized, Y0 has to be energized so that our oil pump motor will start running. Then timer has to on. So whenever I press the X0, oil pump motor Y0 has to be on. Along with that, timer also should on. So timer T0 I am taking, and 10 seconds you have to wait. So 10 seconds in the sense here T0 is a 100 milliseconds timer. So here you have to keep 100 K value. K value 100 in the sense 100 into 100, 10,000, which is 10 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds time. After 10 seconds, what has to be done? Second motor has to on. So for the second motor to on, what has to be happen? Y1 should on. So whenever T0 is energized, your second motor which is connected to Y1 should on. Okay, along with that, timer also should on. And wait for 5 seconds. Here, now take the timer as time number 1, and for 5 seconds here you have to keep 50. Okay, now after 5 seconds of time, third motor has to on, which is connected with Y2. Okay, like that all 3 motors will start running. Okay, so now X0 is a push button, so here you have to provide the latching with the address Y0. Okay, so now observe this. Press start button. So whenever you press the start button, Y0 will on. So Y0 on in the sense first motor is on, oil pump motor. So then after 10 seconds Y1 will on. Then after 5 seconds Y2 will on. So now all the 3 motors are on, and they are running continuously until you press the stop button, right? So whenever you press the stop button, all the 3 motor has to off. See, for this to happen, here you have to use the normally closed contactor with the address X1, right? Whenever X1 is pressed, Y0 will be disconnected, right? So all the motors will be disconnected from the supply. Let us see once again. So I am pressing on button. First motor is on, and timer will start counting. After 10 seconds, Y1 will burn. Then after 5 seconds, Y2 is on. Now all the 3 motors are running. Now if you want to stop the motors, you have to press the stop button. Whenever it is on, all the 3 motors will off, and press it, release it. So this is about the sequential control of 3 motors. So if you are having any doubt, you can comment on the comment box. Thank you.